What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today this is our first, I would say, like news type video for 2K24. In today's video, as you can see from the title, we're going to go over the builder and the bad progression, and the new badges are coming for this year. Uh, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and let's get right on to it. So, we're first going to read the badges for each um, tier or whatever it's called, scoring. The first badge is Float Game, a player's ability to make floaters and runners while attacking the basket is now improved with the badge. So, Float Game is basically like Teardropper from the older 2Ks. If you guys are an OG fan of like 2K15 or and more, you guys should know what that is. Scooper, quick scoop layup shot chances are improved with the new Scooper badge. So Scooper, as you can see from previous year, it was kind of effective on 23, but with the new badge, it's going to be really good on 24 as well. I can see that's going to be one of the best badges for a slasher for guards too. Bunny, hop step layups and dunks receive an increased shot chance with Bunny. I'm gonna be very surprised with this badge, and I feel like it's gonna be kind of broken, not in a good way, but medium way. In 2K20, hop steps are very, very broken and very effective. So if I can get some decent bunny animations, it'll be pretty good. Because in 23, hop steps were kind of non-existent for a few years until they added the badge for this year. Spin cycle. Drives finish with a spin layup or a dunk will receive an increased shot chance ability thanks to spin cycle. So as I thought of spin cycle, it's kind of referring to post spin technician because you're from the post and you're spinning on the defender to the rim or taking a layup. That is my assumption. Two-step, cradle and euro step layups and dunks receive a shot boost with two-step. So with the keyword cradle and euro, I feel like it's going to be a renamed acrobat badge. Man, it's not a bad name. It's just, I feel like acrobat is a more useful name. No aid in there. Persistent dunker. Those who utilize the still dunk mechanic will receive an improved chance of flushing their dunk with persistent dunker. Now, first things off, I don't know if this replaces posterizer or it's going to be an additional badge to help postering your opponent. We have to wait and see when the game comes out and how it works. Hook specialist, no love for post play aficionados, brought back from the dead. So hook specialist was a badge from the older 2Ks and was removed for a few years because it was broken, I guess, and they decided to add close shot as a post hook rating. So if you have an 85 close shot, then your post hook is an 85. But now the separate badge, it doesn't tie to certain attributes anymore. Post fades phenom, similar to hook specialist, this badge will allow a players to make post fades and hop shots out of the post at a higher clip. So last year we got a revamped badge called mid-range MIDI magicians. It was basically mid-range Deadeye from like 2K19 and stuff. Mid-ranges weren't really effective on next gen though. I did play a half of current gen and next gen, so current gen mid-ranges were so easy to make than next gen, because next gen was almost to a realistic standpoint, while current gen on P4 and Xbox One were more like arcadey in a way. And we did have Fade A's on 22 that was similar, and I'm glad they're renaming this badge back because you had Mini Magician and Space Creator helps you with mid-ranges, so I guess that's going to be totally separate. Open Looks. As a way to encourage sudden opportunities, Open Look will enhance a player's ability to make wide-open jump shots. I feel like this is a badge that might be helpful with guard up. Guard up was a new badge from this past year, and it was kind of underrated at times because I think on bronze or silver is really all you need. Hall of Fame wasn't really useful at any point. Spot Finder, by utilizing quoting, get open mechanic with the R2. If you're on PlayStation or right trigger on Xbox, Spot Finder allows players to receive a speed boost off the ball to gain open space while a raised chance of knocking down the unshort shot catch. Spot Finder is basically slippery off ball, just at a different term. So if you choose top R2, then you're gonna lose an adrenaline because on the first day of like 2K23, you lost adrenaline for off-balling, and they fixed that like a week later. And I wondered at first why was that a problem. And as I read the news of why it happened, I fully understand it. Um, I think this will be our top three finishing badge for this year. Creating contact and getting to the line when attacking the rim or shooting a jump shot is improved with the new whistle badge. So whistle badge is like James Harden in a way because he was such a good fouler and was shooting like 9 or 10 free throws per game, depending on how many fouls he gets, and also a jump shot. He's baiting the defender to foul on purpose. 3 points in clutch moments, knocking down 3 points while on the line. Basically, clutch shooter. Bulldozer. It's going to be interesting badge this year. It's just renamed as Clamp Breaker and Bully. A mix of scoring and a ball handling badge. Think of it as Bully 2.0 with elements of the old Clamp Breaker. It improves the player's ability to push through physical body ups and finish physically around the rim. Bully was a hype up badge coming into 23, but here and there it wasn't really effective. If you had like a 85 plus strength with like gold bully or something, it would probably work then. But bully was just an underrated badge this year, and I really hope bulldozer will be a little bit more successful. And now we move on to ball handling badges or passing. Relay passer, a hockey assist badge. Relay passer provides a boost to shooters in a path to assist situation. So it's basically what Dimer was. It's just renamed. Touch passer. Players who quickly move the ball upon receiving it will get a faster pass animation with touch passer. So on 22, on the P4 version, you had bullet passer, which sped up your passes. And Dimer was different badge from that. So it's gonna be a little bit similar to touch passer as you're quickly moving the ball. It's like one dribble, you probably pass it, it'll give you better animations. Big driver. So you have big driver and quick first step. Speed booster. It's divided into two. Big driver is for big driving to the basket from a mid-range area. Will receive in a launch boost with big driver. Blow by, a new badge. Quicker ball handlers receive boost and body up interaction with defenders when blow by is equipped. So I guess blow by is a kind of a new addition. I don't know if it's some of the clamp breaker, but in body up interactions, I guess it's when people have clamps and they have less success of getting defended, I guess. Physical handles. During physical body ups, players with physical handles have a higher chance of winning the outcome following a dribble move. I don't know if this is a mismatch expert. This badge was first revealed on 22 as a shooting badge, and it was broken as hell. And it was removed. It was put into a playmaking category, but on 23, no one really used mismatch expert. So I guess if it's a little bit similar, they have a higher chance of winning the outcome. So I guess mismatch expert, as you have a 6'5" player guarding a 6'10", they have a better reaction time dribbling. Speed booster is basically a quick first step. Triple strike. So this past year we had a badge called Triple Threat Juke. It helps you with um, triple threat like Michael Jordan or Kobe animations from the triple threat animation, and it helps you with a higher rate. I guess you can stun them more. Fast feet for defense now. I pretty hope defense is a major concern this year because defense on 23 was non-existent at all. It didn't matter if you had bronze anchor, if you had 87 block. The standing dunks in the team were broken, and I'm glad they're moving that to a green or miss opportunity because if you don't green your dunk for standings, you're screwed. You need to have at least, I'll say, an 85 plus standing dunk rating to pull them off now. Um, Back to defense, fast feet. Fast feet is basically a speed boost. Defensive badge, similar to quick first step for offense, allowing the defensive specialists to stay in front of the ball handler. Wide stick ripper. I did not play 2K17 or 16. My first 2K was 2K19. I didn't really know what it was, but those who utilize the right stick mechanic will receive boost on steal attempt for right stick ripper. So you got glove. Glove, you steal the ball from the ball handler. Right stick ripper interacts with the right stick only. So it's two different ways of stealing the ball. You have square or right stick. But me, I've been dealing with square all my life. So square is the best way for me. I'll barely use the badge if needed. Immovable Forcer is a direct counter up to Bulldozer. Immovable Forcer allows defenders to win physical matchups. So it's a counter to Bulldozer in a way. So it's like Bully. You don't get body up a lot in the paint when driving in. 94 feet. If you love playing full court pressing, this badge is very useful. Don't worry if this badge is not used on your player, you will regret it. It depends. I don't really play full court, but once in a while I'll do it. But I don't do it as much per se. Badges remove, limitless takeoff, bully, clamp breaker, menace, mismatch, quick first step, vice grip, amped. I don't know why amp was removed to be honest. It was a great badge that they added because it was basically tireless scorer from 2K20. When you had low stamina, you received a little shooting boost to green it, apparently. Floor general, volume shooter. Floor general is basically +4, but 2K20 was like the last good floor general way because you had shot percentages under your feet. Volume shooter, it was very underrated badge. I kind of used it all year just because it helped with my shot attempts per shot just to make it more green. Let me tell you about Vice Grip. Vice Grip kind of worked, to be honest, because on next gen I have a Charles Barkley build and he's 6'6" with gold vice grip, and half the time interceptions are so appealing in the game that I can't even catch it, or I can catch a lob, which I don't know what the problem was. Maybe the hands rating was not good, wasn't improved, or it wasn't effective. I'll say it wasn't effective because stealing on 23 was OP. Unpluckable was non-existent at all. It doesn't matter what ball handling or rating applicable was, you will still get ripped regardless. Now let's focus onto the builder. So I'm looking from 2K20, I'm sorry, not 23 to 24. Similar builder screen, but the heights are moved to the left of the screen, not the right. And you have actually green or around the builder, around the categories. And I have like a field 99 overall to continue. Obviously, just attributes, yada yada yada. And then on the right side, we have badge descriptions instead of tiers. Because right now, as I see it, we have letter grades, and that was a better term of saying it because tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, you have to spend at least 10 badge points in one tier just to unlock 2 others, which it was kind of stupid. But now you have certain tiers. So let's say you're a defender per lockdown, like a Bruce Bowen or a Dennis Rodman that didn't really shoot threes. Your shooting will be weak. You have decent playmaking and finishing, but defense and your physicals are kind of like your priority. And as you can see, clamps, you need, and the ratings are going to be much harder to get because I think on this game you need like a 97 perimeter defense to get a Hall of Fame, 99 perimeter, plus your acceleration. Acceleration was a concern of this year because it was the only thing that you need to upgrade. It didn't affect your speed at all. It only affected your lateral quickness and your moving around the court. And now you need at least a 60 acceleration for clamps. If you don't have, if you're 7'1" and you can't get acceleration to a 50, then clamp is not going to be suitable for your build. And you have a tier such as 94 feet, ankle braces, challenger, fast feet, fit dodger, and the lower tiers you have are supposedly easier to upgrade. As you go up, the tiers will be harder, a little bit harder. And then you have something called badge perks, which is a new thing. So they have a few of them. I'll just mention overdrive increases badge progression. Immunity is slowing it down. Drill Savion is a increases badge level progression in the practice facility. Scholars are risk rewards perk that increases badge level progression for player versus player games. Finish with a high teammate grade. If you risk it, you will not receive progression for the badge. Winner circle, like a stage thing, and high risk is similar to stage thing. Then you have a few slots for the NBA, the City, the Rec, and Pro-Am. I will not use this for Pro-Am. The NBA, I will use it obviously to get my badges faster. The City, a little bit. The Rec, I will use it because I love playing Rec. Most of the time now, this year, on next gen, I only played at least 50 park games, and most of it were Rec. So I didn't really play that much. But on current gen, I played at least 500 park games, and I was like a 70 plus win percentage on current gen. And on P5, I was about a 50. I didn't really play that much park anyway. And that's pretty much it for this video and news for the badges and the build system. Like I said, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Have a wonderful day.